Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hi, how you doing? I'm Gardener Greg.
I'm Floraformer Fred.
And we're here with remotegardener.com. We're going to cover today pretty much growing in rain gutters. And why are we growing in rain gutters?
Because it was cheap and easy.
It's cheap, easy, and I'm not a big fan of digging holes, so therefore you can raise them up to whatever level you want. But we're growing in them because winter's getting here and things are starting to get cooler. So
we did it in the spring and it worked really well with small plants that don't mind cold temperatures and
yeah, completely.
Don't have extensive root
So
system.
now we're starting all over again. This picture's from April 11th, and in April 11th you can see we started rain gutters all over the place. Everything on the left, we're starting from seed about 2 or 3 days before this. Everything else that you see growing, we started probably about the end of May.
Also, everything that's green there happens to be heated. Remember, everything on the left there, none of it has heating tape.
You're right. None of that has heating tape. The rest of it has heating tape, and heating tape we're using for...
that gave us, for 5 watts per foot, and gave us a nice efficient way to heat those nice long gutters. About 100-foot lengths, cost about $70, something like that.
Yeah, and just the wire that you get, you can run on your roof to melt snow or ice.
Right, yeah.
And so we put that down in the bottom of the gutters, and then we filled them in with soil on top of that, and we started our plants. And then we set it up to a timer that was built from
a thermostat we put together just from things scavenged from a thrift store.
Yeah, scavenged from a thrift store, and so we put that on so that when the temperature kicked down to 40 degrees or 50 degrees,
50 degrees,
then we'd have those kick on. And I realize we have very cold winters here. This is April 11th, and we actually got snow on May 2nd, so this is a pretty good jump start on the season with just adding little heating tape. You might also be able to notice that we have some drip systems going up and down.
Drip tubing in there, yeah, that we had hooked up to just a regular battery-powered timer that you put on your hose end kind of thing.
And those top 3 gutters there that you see in that zigzag pattern, those are full of peas. You got several different kinds of peas. And that bottom one, is that those radishes or is that spinach?
You know, I think that is the spinach.
That's spinach.
Side, yeah.
And so you can see we've started in all different kinds of gutters. We've got 4-inch deep gutters and whatever was the cheapest at the time that we could possibly get our hands on. Some of the narrow ones work great for the lettuce. We've grown all kinds of things in gutters now. This is 10 days later, so this is April 18th instead of April 11th. And we've got spinach on the very, very bottom there, very, very bottom right corner. You'll see those are radishes. Just above that's the spinach. Just above that is mesclun. And then we've got peas, right?
Right,
yeah. And see, this is didn't grow, and the peas are good for everyone in the family. Everybody likes them. So these plants here are now just about 25 days old.
Something like that.
25, 26 days old. Yeah. They make everybody happy, and they're good to eat. This is our lettuce progressing. This is from April 23rd. So this is 12 days after the first picture. And so you can see what 2 weeks really does. Everything in the bottom there is radishes. And in the top, we've got on the left Italian Rocket. In the center, we've got the Grand Rapids. And to the right of that, we've got the mustard.
Mustard greens.
This is again from the 23rd. You can see everything on the left didn't have heat. Everything on the right had heat. You know, so
right.
That's a really big difference in contrast. You can see the peas progressing well.
Yeah, they're at like 2.5, 3 feet right there.
And this is the 29th. So this is the end of April, and that's a little over 3 foot there, definitely. You can see just what a difference a week makes.
Didn't have any blossoms yet, though. It was still a little bit too cool at night.
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
Some of the different kinds, too. We grew like 5 different kinds. So
let's test everything and find out what we're going to try next.
Remember the shortest ones there were the first ones to blossom.
That's right, the ones that were closer to the ground instead of the tall, leggy ones. Now, again, if you look at this is April 23rd, and this is April 29th. Look at the difference in the lettuce on the bottom right there. I mean, that's just massive growth in a week.
Yeah, I really liked having the warm roots, I think, through the night. It really helped.
Yeah, see the very bottom left corner there is the spinach. Just above that's the radishes, and then you got peas all the way back. And again, this is from April 29th. The lettuce is doing gonga. I mean, it loved it.
Yeah, yeah, it really did.
We tried just pure composting a lot of these too.
Very dense too. We really overseeded.
Yeah, we overseeded. Yeah, that's my
Didn't
fault.
do a lot of thinning, a little bit here and there, but.
Yeah, this is from May 5th here, and you can see everything's doing great. So this is 3 days after we had snow outside.
Right.
I mean, that's just That's insane.
About an inch, yeah.
You know, if a lot of that had been outside, I mean, they are cold weather plants, but you know, hard freeze or snow sitting on them for a day.
Yeah, it would have damaged the lettuce.
Damaged a lot. Yeah, this is April 10th or May 10th here, so this is a month after those first few photos. 30 days.
Right.
30 days comparatively, and those are easily 5 foot, maybe even 6 foot tall pea plants there in the top right.
Oh yeah.
They really grew. And look at those radishes. That's from, this is 30 days after the very first shots that we were showing you. This is May 12th, and those are Helios radishes, right?
White Helios, yeah.
They're golf ball size.
Hen's eggs, yeah, at least.
Yeah, they're big. They're awesome. And this is getting a little further along there. This is towards the end of May. This is actually May 27th, and you can see that or was it the spinach? It was the mustard that really went to seed.
Right.
Some of those flowers that you're seeing there are actually still from the rat tail radishes, which were a completely different kind of radish. They you eat the flower pods instead of the root, and they taste like a radish.
They do.
Good. The peas, you can see the peas were going nuts here. Then this is the end of May, so this is just about it's a month and a half after the first pictures. So May 27th here, and the peas were they were starting to flower, and we were starting to get peas everywhere we went. Then we ended up with the grasshopper problem.
Right, yeah. Grasshoppers probably came in last year. A couple got under our radar and probably laid eggs in there because this year we had quite a lot when they did hatch. It happened all at once, and
of course they waited till the pea plants got really tall and you couldn't get in there to get them. So even if you see one and he flies back in there, if you're going to go get him, you're going to end up, damaging your peas and losing a lot of your crop. So at this point here, we decided to try just about everything. We even tried that neem oil.
We tried spraying.
We didn't want to spray our plants, of course, with anything if we can keep from it other than water and nutrient.
Right.
But we tried the neem oil, and that didn't make the grasshoppers go away, and then you go around, you flick them for a while, and then you end up with dead grasshoppers all over the greenhouse. There were too many, and you couldn't get in there to get them. So, Genius Fred here, of course, comes up with the idea of
handheld vacuum, actually.
Oh, it was great. Just
worked rather effectively. Suck a lot of them up and put them in the cup and get them any way you see fit. Live baits.
Live bait, yeah, fly fishing. That's definitely the way to go. After the 27th, this is the May 27th, and then we're getting here to at June. This is June 19th. So we'd already harvested the gutters. That zigzag pattern in the back was pulled out. We popped in our 2-liter bottle system, getting ready for the tomatoes. We'll cover that hydroponic system that we use there in another episode. But if you look in the top left there, you'll see the gutters. And they've had everything pulled. 10 days later, we had sprouts showing up in them because I wanted to plant tomatoes in them. Didn't pull the roots, didn't till the soil, just left them there, pushed them to the side, left the drip system intact, and shoved tomatoes in there. And that's 10 days of growth there. You can see little sprouts. This is, it's 3 months of growth now. So this is this is September 8th that we've had it growing. So September 8th, and then now we're up to the 19th, which is today, and that's where they're at. If you look at the tomatoes, they're doing amazing things.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
In a 4-inch deep gutter.
In soil that's already been used.
It's already been used, yeah. That's a secret too, I think, is the soil, the worm castings. And
it's those peas. The peas may have contributed something to it. They are leguminous, so they do nitrogen fix a little bit, so they've helped it too.
Yeah, they're definitely doing good. I can't wait. They haven't started to ripen yet because we didn't get them in there again until the end of May. No, get them in the middle of June.
We're a little
middle of June got those planted, and so they're still, still kicking. But they're starting to go. I can't wait. We're gonna have some next week probably.
Yeah.
So it'll be ready to ripen. In our new greenhouse, we started to do the whole process all over again, learning what we learned earlier in this spring, and so we've got gutters set up there. Put some tomato plants down underneath them.
Right, yeah, these are actually, the gutters are hanging right there, as you can't see really well from that photo, but those gutters are suspended about 2 feet. Those tomato plants are planted under those gutters, which have been planted with different greens. Did you put in there?
Yeah, I put different greens. On the right-hand side is actually going to be the Italian rocket again, because I love that, and on the left is the mushroom.
Yeah, they wriggle up people like that.
There we go, yeah. And so this is a week's later. This is the 19th. This is taken from today. And that's our progress starting here into the fall. So stay tuned. Again, I'm Gardener Greg.
I'm Floraformer Fred.
Sharing the health by promoting well-being through quality products at remotegardener.com/store.